Have you ever wondered how the Revolt of 1857 started? This momentous event marked the beginning of India's fight for freedom against the oppressive reign of the British. Known by various names such as India's First War of Independence and the Sepoy Mutiny, this revolt kicked off on May 10, 1857, in Meerut, as a rebellion by the sepoys of the Bengal Presidency against the British officers. The immediate trigger of the revolt was the introduction of the Enfield rifle. The cartridge of this rifle had to be bitten off before loading it into the gun. It was widely believed that the cartridge was greased with pig fat or made with cow fat, which went against the religious sentiments of Hindu and Muslim sepoys. This sparked outrage among the soldiers, making it the immediate cause of the revolt. However, the 1857 revolt was not just the product of a single event. It was the culmination of various factors including religious and social causes, political reasons, economic factors, and military changes. The racial discrimination and the interference of the British in the religious and social matters of the Indians played a significant role in sparking the revolt. The British were known to exploit the Indians and prevent them from mingling with the Europeans, causing great resentment. Politically, the British expansion led to the imposition of unjust policies, resulting in the loss of power for Indian rulers. Scene script. Economically, changes in the taxation and revenue system heavily burdened the workers. The British government imposed various administrative policies to expand their territory, leading to widespread discontent. Another major cause was the General Service Enlistment Act of July 25, 1856. This act required newcomers to the Bengal Army to serve abroad if needed, a condition that went against their beliefs. The signing of this act sparked fear among the soldiers, contributing to the build-up towards the revolt. In conclusion, the Revolt of 1857 was not just a simple rebellion. It was a complex event triggered by a multitude of factors ranging from religious and social issues to political and economic changes. It marked the beginning of India's fight for freedom and signaled the end of the British East India Company's rule in India. A significant event in the history of India, the Revolt of 1857 serves as a reminder of the courage and determination of the people in their fight against oppression.
Have you ever wondered how a unique land revenue system in the 18th century played a crucial role in sparking a massive uprising against the British in India? Welcome to an exploration of the permanent settlement and its significant influence on the Revolt of 1857. Introduced in 1793 by Lord Cornwallis, the permanent settlement, also known as the Zamindari system, was a unique land revenue system implemented in Bengal. This system transferred the ownership of land to the zamindars, or landlords, who were now responsible for collecting taxes from the peasants. However, the zamindars were obliged to pay a fixed sum to the British regardless of the income they received from the land. The permanent settlement in Bengal was not the only land revenue system in place. The Mahalwari settlement in central India and the Rayatwari settlement in southern India were also significant. However, these systems were highly exploitative, with the permanent settlement having a particularly profound impact. The heavy burden of taxes imposed on the peasants led to a growing discontent among them. This discontent was further exacerbated by the fact that the zamindars often resorted to harsh measures to extract the taxes. The peasants were left with no choice but to rise against the oppressive regime, providing a strong impetus for their active participation in the Revolt of 1857. But it wasn't just the peasants who were unhappy. The Indian soldiers serving under the British were also subjected to discrimination in terms of their salaries, benefits, and promotions. This military discrimination was a significant factor contributing to the Revolt of 1857. Interestingly, the seeds of rebellion were sown much earlier, with the Vellore Rebellion in 1806. This uprising, which took place in Vellore, present-day Tamil Nadu, was the first significant revolt by the Indian sepoys against the East India Company. The Revolt of 1857 marked a turning point in the history of British rule in India. It exposed the incompetence of the East India Company and led to the introduction of the Government of India Act, 1858. This act abolished the rule of the East India Company and marked the beginning of the British Raj, where powers were transferred directly to the British government to govern India through representatives. However, despite the widespread unrest, the Revolt of 1857 did not succeed in ousting the British from India. This was due to a lack of clear leadership, a lack of a coherent plan, and limited geographical impact. Most of the revolt was concentrated in northern India, with the provinces of Bengal, Bombay, and Madras remaining largely unaffected. In summary, the permanent settlement, along with other socio-economic and military factors, played a crucial role in sparking the Revolt of 1857. However, despite the massive uprising, the revolt ultimately failed to achieve its objective due to various reasons. Nevertheless, it marked a significant milestone in the struggle for independence, laying the groundwork for future movements against British rule in India.